Hey guys, Spectre here and welcome back to another speed build of the, well, in Newcrest it's called the Comfy Cubby, but I changed the name to the Artist Cubby because you'll see why. So this is a build that I am going to be using in my Sim Self series that I'm planning to start up. There's going to be lots of builds and lots of chaos videos to prepare for that series, and I'm really excited. So this is my house, this is my starter house, and yes, it is a starter house. We started off with I think 18,500 simoleons when we bought the lot, and we used nearly every cent. There's like 9 simoleons left by the end of it. And yeah, it's all the builds are going to be very contemporary. They're going to be modern builds because that's all I know how to do. You know? I'm terrible at traditional builds, so yeah. Anyway. Oh my gosh. This happens each time I start recording. I suddenly need to cough up a storm. Anyway. Lots of big windows. Admittedly, I feel like the big windows were a massive expense, and like the tall walls as well probably didn't help me out. Oh, there goes my phone. Of course it did. Let's put you on silent for a second. There we go. And I can't remember what I was saying. But yeah, it doesn't have as much stuff or as good stuff as I would like. Like, we've got the cheap fridge, the cheap stove, and everything. The bathroom doesn't even have a sink. So, yeah. But the thing is, you know, I will be playing it legit. No cheats whatsoever, except for that bb.moveObjects cheat. So, over time, I'm gonna start earning money in the game and slowly start improving it. It's already up on the gallery. My SimID is Spectre Rage 13. 13. Yeah, and it's called the Artist Cubby. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. I don't think my cast is gonna go up because it's all modded. But yeah, got those windows inside the bathroom as well. The tiny little bathroom with the sink, with no sink. You have to use the outside sink. And I love this Japanese bed, but we had to use the cheaper one, which is a lot less comfortable, I think. So we definitely need to upgrade that as well. It's got all the basic stuff that you need. It's got the wardrobe, it's got a mirror, it's got skill buildings, which is the art easel, the planter box. Though why you would need a planter box when you have a garden, I don't know, I just filled it in. And it has like a computer, a television, and a bookcase. So we did manage to get all of the stuff into it. This is the living area, which I wanted to be able to put like a plant, like plants behind and some clutter behind that sofa, but in the end it just didn't work out because we had no more money. And yeah, the dining table, I thought about putting it here and I was like, you know what, there's perfectly good space by the kitchen, and it also helps like section off the kitchen because it's got no walls downstairs, it's just one wide open space. The only part that's sectioned off was the bathroom for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's got a nice little table for 2 people and that bookshelf. As you can see, I'm putting in all the stuff as I'm building because I just wanted to make sure that all the space was being used up and I had all the stuff that I need. This isn't a very cramped build, to be honest. It's a small build, but it's not cramped because we do have a second floor and we have room for everything. Also, I tried doing something here with the half walls and it just didn't work out. So don't worry. I spent ages faffing around with it, but it just didn't work out in the end. But yeah, obviously we need to put the half walls there because health and safety, people. We can't have her falling off when she's doing yoga. But yeah. So the upstairs part, because I think I mentioned it before in a video in the past where I really want to learn how to do yoga. So I thought that would be a nice thing to have, like a space upstairs to do the yoga. grade English to do yoga and stuff. A little back door into the back garden space. Obviously, I'm gonna add, once I have more money, I'm gonna keep adding on to the garden as well. And yeah, now we're finally adding in the floorboards. It's all gonna be that wood flooring. It must be freezing cold because I never knew what the issue was with wood floorings, like hardwood floors, until I came to the UK. And my goodness, are the floors cold, especially in my sister's place. I don't know what it is about her apartment. Like, I've been there in summer and it's freezing cold. So I don't really know why. Anyway, don't worry, we don't keep these walls because we already used these walls in the bathroom, and I was like, not really feeling it. Instead, what we go for is like this really worn plaster walls that had these really industrial sort of feel to it. Yeah, I tried wood panelings as well. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a cabin in the woods. So yeah, the reason why I went with these plaster walls is so that it goes with the exposed brick walls, something I also would really, really love. And yeah, this house is fairly easy to expand if you want to download it and then expand it later. Obviously, that top bit in the where the yoga mat is and everything, you can just build another room there. It's no biggie. And because it's so square, it's really not an issue to add more rooms to it. It shouldn't be, at least. And yeah, I just add more unnecessary expenses to make it look nice. Got this grass roof. It's probably not real grass, but I'm gonna pretend it's real grass just to make myself happy. And we waste so much money on these plants, but I was like, I need them to make it look nice. So regardless, we kept them anyway. We did get rid of one so we could buy more lights. But yeah, we have all these, like, I sized them up obviously so that it takes up more space without me needing to buy a lot of it, and it still looks alright, I think, in IMHO, in my honest opinion. And what are we wasting money on now? Oh yeah, we're getting that little what's it called? Wind chimes. And while I was taking the screenshots, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so soothing. Like, the sound of the wind chimes is so calming. And we got a woohoo bush. I mean, a pea bush. Woohoo and pea bush, I think. Oh, and it's also a gnat bush. So that's a horrifying thought. Anyway, I wanted this like little space in the back where you could sit and chill and talk to people, you know. Spend some time outdoors, because I would really like to spend more time outdoors if I could. But yeah. Here's the thing, I want to spend more time outdoors while I'm in the UK because the weather's actually alright. Like, back at home, it's hot as hell. All you want to do is lie on the floor and melt. But in the UK, it's actually quite nice when it's not raining, obviously. But it's just like, I want to be able to sit there with some sort of privacy. Like, I think once I move in my sister, I'll spend a lot of time sitting on her balcony just reading and stuff. Because I am trying to get back into the groove of reading. Oh, and we add more flowers here. We're doing some cute little flowers all over the space. Not really a lot of flowers, but you know, just a few daisies and some lavenders and stuff like that. And some terrain paint, obviously. We're gonna use the terrain paint to paint in a pathway as well, because we can't afford that. And I tried dragging it along with me, but it didn't work. It just stayed there. And then I realized we have no roof, so boop, there we go. There's a roof, and I moved the tree by accident. And yeah, it's a simple house, but I kind of like it. It's not overly fancy. I would live here IRL, especially if I'm next to a canal just like this, because I think it's quite nice. I'm gonna be adding, so like I said, I'm gonna be making more sims and doing more builds and putting sims in builds and stuff. I'm hopefully gonna fill in the whole of Newcrest and then slowly move out from there and start overtaking other places as well and adding people to the worlds. Deleting, I'll obviously delete like regular sims maybe if I want them to get the heck out of the house. And here I realized something. I was like, oh, I have so much money to decorate. I have like 2,000 simoleons I can decorate. then I realized I have no computer. So we use that bookcase to sort of like section off the living area. So now we can have like a small little computer table. Because obviously it's not my dream house if I don't have a computer table. It's just, that's not how it works. So yeah. We get the cheapest of the cheap computers, I think. Oh no, not the cheapest. Still pretty good computer. And then mismatch metal folding chairs, because, you know, it looks like I just picked them up from the skip and threw them into my house, which is something I would like to do. Not from the skip, obviously, but like secondhand furniture. I think that's quite cute. And it goes with the whole aesthetic of the house as well, the whole industrial feel of the house. And yeah, I don't know what we're gonna be doing now. Oh yeah, I realized, oh, there's no lights in this house. Oh, for goodness sake. So we end up going with the paper lamps, which are my favorite lights in the game. And they give up a lot of light as well, so, you know, it's all good. And I put on this light and it's like, ka-ching, no more money. So I was like, oh. And I had to delete one of the flowers just so I could, I'm looking around now for like anything I could sell. And I wanted to sell those lavenders, but I'm like, oh, it looks so empty without the lavenders. So in the end, we sell one of those flowers on the walls. So yeah, and we used the final bit of money to buy that potted plant. And yeah, here are the screenshots. I hope you guys like this build. It's up again on the sim gallery. Spectre Rage 13, the artist Cubby. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the SimSelf series. Let me know what you guys think and what you guys want to see, what kind of, you know, all that kind of jazz. Oh, and if you have any Sims you want me to plump into the world, just let me know. Because before I start recording, I'm going to go on a mad spree and start adding a bunch of Sims in the world. Whether or not they'll have homes, I don't know, but they're going into the world. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.